SSC and equivalent examinations begin across the country. Stern action to be taken against leaking question papers, warns Education Minister. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina returns home, wrapping up two-week official visit to Glasgow, London and Paris. Awami League not turn into bankrupt party, rather BNP now becomes bankrupt, comments Obaidul Qadir. Winter hits in the country's northern districts, thick fog reduces visibility. And Australia need 173 runs against New Zealand to secure T20 World Cup trophy. Assalamu alaikum. This is Shamim Khan, welcoming you all to News at 10 on BTV World and BTV Chattogram Centre. Those were the headlines. We now move on to the news and details. SSC and its equivalent examinations have begun in the country today. A total of 22,43,254 students are appearing at the examinations. The number of centres are 3,679. On the first day, students of science group went through physics exam. Education Minister Dr. Deepu Moni witnessed the exam held at Motijheel Government Boys High School. She was accompanied by Deputy Minister of Education Mohibul Hassan Naufel. The Education Minister said any move to leak out question papers will be dealt with iron hand.
পরীক্ষার হলগুলোর ভেতরে স্বাস্থ্যবিধি মেনে পরীক্ষা নেবার সব ব্যবস্থা করা হয়েছে। পরীক্ষার প্রশ্নপত্র ফাঁসের কোনো সুযোগ নেই, আমরা সেটি আশা করি। ইনশাআল্লাহ কোথাও প্রশ্ন ফাঁস হবে না কোনোভাবে, কিন্তু গুজব ছড়াবার একটা অপচেষ্টা বরাবরের মতো সেটা আছে। আমি অভিভাবকদের কাছে অনুরোধ করব, কোনোভাবেই কোনো রকম গুজবে কান দেবেন না। আপনার সন্তানরা যেন কোনোভাবে কোনো গুজবে কান না দেয়, সে ব্যাপারেও আপনারা একটু খেয়াল রাখবেন। আর যারা গুজব ছড়াবে কিংবা প্রশ্নপত্র ফাঁসের কোনো রকমের অপচেষ্টা করবে তাদের বিরুদ্ধে কঠোর ব্যবস্থা নেওয়া হবে।
Following the coronavirus pandemic, this year's exams are being held only in group subjects, ensuring health safety guidelines. Results of SSC and its equivalent examinations will be published in 30 days. The 15th session of the 11th Jatiya Sangshad has begun today with Speaker Dr. Shirin Sharmin Chaudhary in the chair. Leader of the House and Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina attended the session after concluding the two-week-long visit to UK and France. At the beginning of the day's proceedings, the Speaker nominated a 5-member panel chairman for the 15th session. The panel members are Shamsul Haq Tuku, A.B. Tajul Islam, Nazrul Islam Babu, Qazi Firoz Rashid and Bashanti Chakma. They will conduct the House proceedings in chronological order in absence of Speaker and the Deputy Speaker. The Parliament today unanimously adopted obituary references to a number of distinguished personalities, including former minister, lawmakers, and victims of COVID-19 fatalities. Later, the House observed 1 minute silence, paying homage to the late people, and subsequently a munajat was offered, seeking eternal peace of the departed souls. Besides, the Bangladesh Patent Bill 2021 and Boilers Bill 2021 were placed in the Jatiya Sangshad today. Industries Minister Nurul Majid Mahmood Humayun placed the bill in the House. Later, the bills were sent to the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Ministry of Industries for scrutiny. The sitting of the House has been adjourned to meet again on Monday morning. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina returned home after wrapping her two-week official visit to Glasgow, London and Paris. Prime Minister's Press Secretary Ihsanul Karim said a VVIP flight of Biman Bangladesh Airlines carrying the Prime Minister and her entourage members landed at Hazrat Shah Jalal International Airport this morning. Early on October 31st, Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina reached Glasgow on a 2-week visit to the United Kingdom and France. In Glasgow, she joined World Leaders Summit at COP26 and other events. The Premier attended some important events there, including Bangladesh Investment Summit 2021, international publication of secret document on Bangabandhu, and a civic reception of Bangladesh community living in London. Besides, during her France visit, Sheikh Hasina called on President of France Emmanuel Macron and also held a bilateral meeting with Prime Minister Jean Castex. The Prime Minister attended some important events there, including prize-giving ceremony of UNESCO Bangladesh and Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman International Prize for Creative Economy. President Mohammad Abdul Hamid has visited progress of construction work of Mita Moin Cantonment in Kishoreganj today. On arrival at Cantonment area, Chief of Army Staff General S.M. Shafiuddin Ahmed welcomed the President. Later, the President was briefed on the progress of construction work of Mita Moin Cantonment through a PowerPoint presentation. The cantonment is being constructed on 275 acres of land in Mita Moin of Kishoreganj. The President was also informed that the work of land filling and levelling have been completed and activities of river bank protection and wave protection will be completed by April 2022. Local MP Rizwan Ahmed Tawfiq, Secretary to the President and senior military officials were present. President Mohammad Abdul Hamid exchanged views with public representatives and distinguished persons of Mita Moin Upazila under Kishoreganj district. He highlighted development of our areas, including developments in communication, education and other fields, as he spoke to the view-sharing meeting at the President Mohammad Abdul Hamid Auditorium in Mita Moin this evening. The President urged all to come forward to carry on the continuity of development in the Howrah areas. Local Member of Parliament Rizwan Ahmed Tawfiq and secretaries of the President were present. A Milad Mahfil was organized at Mita Moin in Kishoreganj after Asr prayers today, marking the death anniversary of Haji Muhammad Taibuddin, father of President Mohammad Abdul Hamid. The President attended the Milad Mahfil along with local people. Later, special munajat was offered seeking divine blessings for the departed soul of Haji Muhammad Taibuddin. Munajat was also offered seeking welfare of the country and the nation. Awami League General Secretary Obaidul Qadir has said, "It is not Awami League but BNP has become bankrupt." He said, "People have taken the statement of BNP Secretary General as fun that Awami League has become bankrupt." Obaidul Qadir also wrote Transport and Bridges Minister was speaking after virtually inaugurating 2 newly constructed bridges under Khulna Road Zone today.
বিএনপি নেতারা মাঝে মাঝে হাস্যকর অভিযোগ করেন, মন্তব্য করেন, আওয়ামী লীগ নাকি দেউলিয়া হয়ে গেছে। এটা তাদের সর্বশেষ অদ্ভুত আবিষ্কার। তাদের কথা এখন জনগণের কাছে বিনোদনের উৎস। যারা নিজেরা দেউলিয়া হয়ে এখন সর্বহারাতে রূপ নিতে যাচ্ছে, তারা অন্যদের নিয়ে কথা বলেন। যে সরকার উন্নয়ন অর্জনে আজকে শুধু দেশে নয় সারা বিশ্ব প্রশংসিত, সে সরকারের অহেতুক সমালোচনা করছেন, বিদেশে দেশে বসে সরকারের বিরুদ্ধে ষড়যন্ত্র করছেন, চোরা গলি দিয়ে ক্ষমতা দখলের পায়তারা করছেন। দেউলিয়া হয়েছে আসলে তাদের রাজনীতি। যারা জনগণের পাশে যেতে ভয় পায়, কথায় কথায় বিদেশিদের দ্বারস্থ হয়ে নালিশ করে, তারাই দেউলিয়া। যারা গণতন্ত্রের কথা বললেও নির্বাচনে ভয় পায়, আন্দোলনে ভয় পায়, তারাই তো দেউলিয়া। যে দল বিদেশিদের হস্তক্ষেপ চেয়ে বিবৃতি দেয়, কথায় কথায় বিদেশিদের দ্বারে ধর্ণা দিয়ে দেশের বিরুদ্ধে কথা বলে, তাদের দেউলিয়াত্ব চোখে আঙ্গুল দিয়ে দেখিয়ে দিতে হয় না।
The newly built two bridges are Manikhali Bridge and Mathamanga Bridge on Kushtia Chuadanga Jhenaidaho Road. The 21st Ministerial Conference of Indian Ocean Rim Association IORA will be held in Dhaka on November 17. Bangladesh will be the chair for the 2021-2023 tenure of the organization in the upcoming conference. Foreign Minister Dr. A.K. Abdul Momen disclosed this at a press conference at the Foreign Ministry in the capital today. Senior Secretary of the Foreign Ministry Masood bin Momen and Head of Maritime Affairs Unit Rear Admiral Retired Khurshid Alam were present on the occasion. He said, Bangladesh want to see the Indian Ocean region as free and inclusive.
দুই সরকার প্রধান এবং দুই দেশের বিভিন্ন পর্যায়ে এটা সিদ্ধান্ত হয়েছে যে আমাদের সীমান্তে আমরা কোনো হত্যা দেখতে চাই না, হ্যাঁ, গুলি করে কোনো হত্যা আমরা দেখতে চাই না। সেই জন্য একটি মোটামুটি ভার্বাল ডিসিশন হয়েছে, কোনো লিথাল ওয়েপন কেউ ব্যবহার করবে না।
Bangladesh reported 4 COVID-19 deaths and 223 new infections today. Directorate General of Health Services DGHS in its routine daily statement today said the death toll has risen to 27,922 from coronavirus and the tally of infections has risen to 15,72,501. The recovery count rose to 15,36,515 after another 212 patients recovered. The statement said 1.14% of 19,517 samples tested positive. DGH's statistics showed of the people infected from the beginning, 97.71% recovered and 1.78% died. The statement said of the 4 deaths, one is between 51 to 60 years, one between 61 to 70 years, one between 71 to 80 years, and one between 81 to 90 years. 1 out of the 4 people died were male while 3 were female. DGHS informed that 3 people died in Dhaka Division and 1 died in Chattogram Division. The northern part of the country is experiencing the flavor of winter in early November. Winter comes gloomy sky and drizzling almost all over the country from yesterday. Chilly winds are blowing in northwestern district of Jaipurhat and nearby districts. In northern district of Thakurgaon, people are facing thick fog since the morning today. People of Rush and surrounding districts also started feeling cool as gloomy weather accompanied by continued drizzling yesterday. In Rangpur, the whole district has been covered by thick fog with moderate drizzling. Now news on ICC T20 World Cup. Australia are now batting against New Zealand to chase the victory target of 173 runs in the final of ICC T20 World Cup. Earlier, Australia won the toss and sent New Zealand to bat first. New Zealand scored 172 runs for 4 in the stipulated 20 overs. Kiwis captain Kane Williamson scored 85 runs from 48 balls.
From Guptill and from Mitchell, especially that one early on against Maxwell. And a little inner edge.
And now to end the bulletin, a recap of the top stories. SSC and equivalent examinations begin across the country. Stern action to be taken against leaking question paper, warns Education Minister. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina returns home after wrapping up her 2-week official visit to Glasgow, London and Paris. Awami League not turned into bankrupt party, rather BNP now became bankrupt, comments Obaidul Qadir. Winter hits in the country's northern districts. Thick fog reduces visibility. And Australia need 173 runs against New Zealand to secure T20 World Cup trophy. And that's all from the newsroom for the moment. Thank you indeed for joining us, and we request you to follow health guidelines. Please wear a mask and stay safe from coronavirus. Khuda Hafiz.